Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Marissa for those of you who are new here, and thank you so much for watching. As you can see in today's video by the title that we're going to do empties. Now last time I did empties was in the fall, and I have quite a few things now, and I've been working through products I'm really happy with. What I include in these empties, if you're not familiar with my empties videos style, is that not only do I include just products I've used up and across hair care, skin care, body care, candles, and other lifestyle products. I also include products that I'm throwing out because they have been discontinued. So instead of rambling on, because I do have a lot to get to, before I forget, if you want to see how I got this look, I did a video on it. This is the makeup look that I did for my engagement shoot. I'll link that up in the eye and down below. Actually, I just got back from it, so I'm really excited and kind of on a high. This was the second outfit. I'm rocking a Lulu's romper that I got from Uptown Cheap Skate in a previous vlog. I'll also link that as well if you are interested in vlogs. Enough of rambling on about the outfit, but let's get into these empties. So I have my trash bag next to me, and I have everything kind of categorized. If you're new to my empties style, not only do I include products that I've used up completely, which includes hair care, body care, makeup, skin care, I also include products that I am throwing away because they are expired. So a little different than just anything that's been empty. So it's just stuff I'm getting rid of. And I'm also including lifestyle stuff as, like, for example, candles. So if you're new to my style of empties, that's how they are. So it's not just using products up. Okay, so now that I have everything kind of categorized by like hair care, body care, and all that, and I'm actually going to start with the expired products. So the first product is Dr. Dennis Gross Alpha Beta Pore Perfecting and Refining Serum. This I received in a FabFitFun box, and I tried it a couple of times, and honestly I didn't like how it made my skin feel, and I just didn't see myself reaching for it, and this is definitely expired. It's already had a weird smell. It does have a dropper, kind of, as you can see, like it's already a weird color. It is a dropper packaging, which is not always my favorite. And yeah, I just, as much as I would like to fix my pores, to me it didn't do enough. Granted, it was like a weird combination of didn't really see myself really reaching for it, as well as I probably didn't use it enough for it to be useful. I don't know. So it's just a combo of things, and unfortunately it's expired, so that is going in the trash. So this next product is a hair care product. It is the Way Hair Care Leave-In Conditioner. As you can see, I used a decent amount before it went bad. And honestly, I was using this as like my only leave-in conditioner, and then I brought in more products, and I think those products just kind of took over and then left this in the dust. And unfortunately, this is like 2 years old. This is another thing I got in a FabFitFun box, and then I was purchasing other products that I liked more, and so I ended up not reaching for this. I think the scent is a little too much for me, so and I'm not really sensitive to scents, and to me, how do I put it? It smelled like old lady grandma perfume, which is fine if that's what you're into. It's just, to me, that's not what I wanted my hair to smell like. And yeah, at first I didn't like how it was making my hair feel, because I believe I was putting in too much, so that's on me. And then I reduced it, and then the scent was just getting to me, and so I ended up pretty much stop reaching for it, because I bought other products that were doing better things for my hair. So honestly, I've heard so many people rave about this, and it did wonders for their hair, but to me personally, it didn't do what I think it should have done. And granted, this is also around the time that I was starting to incorporate leave-in conditioners, so do I think I'll be repurchasing it? No, because I'm liking where my hair is right now, and I'm liking the products I'm using, so I'm gonna say no on repurchasing. Moving right along, going into another fragrant thing. This is the Daisy's Marc Jacobs perfume. I have had this, to be fair, look, I've used about a little less than half. I have had this perfume since my high school graduation. I am now 28, And the other day I was sprayed it, and it was such a chemical smell. I was like, I think I have to finally let this one go. And it makes me so sad. It was a graduation gift that somebody gave me, and this is as floral as I will go. It is unfortunate that this is getting thrown out because I did plan on wearing this on my wedding day. However, it's not good anymore. So actually leave a comment down below of what you wore on your wedding day, or what you're thinking of wearing if you are a future bride. I'm curious to know, and also could use the ideas because I don't know where to start, because this is my only perfume, like perfume in my collection, and it's so sad to see it go. But 10 years, and the fact that I used this much, and at one point this was the only like body fragrance I had, is pretty good. But yep, it's gotta go. And I don't know if I'll see myself repurchasing it. I think I need to figure out what my fragrance is before I think I go and buy like an expensive perfume. So yeah, let me know down in the comments like your suggestions for perfumes, either wedding day, non-wedding day. Love to know. Moving on to some skincare. Now this is the Grace and Stella Spray All Day Hydrating Rose Facial Spray. I got this in a Fat Fun box as well. As you can see, I barely used it. I tried to use it as like a refreshing spray, a setting spray, and honestly, I cannot stand the fragrance. I do not like the fragrance. So I'm letting this go. However, I would have given this away if it was, you know, not expired, but this thing is so old and it smells chemically like the Marc Jacobs that I can't give this to somebody. They might burn their face, to be honest. And yeah, I did not like the scent. I feel like it actually dried my skin out, which is really strange since it's a hydrating facial spray. So overall, I did not like this, and I don't plan on repurchasing it. It's just, don't do it. Okay, going to makeup products that are expired. Let's start with the only foundation I had in my collection, which is a mini version of the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Water Foundation. And this is in the shade Medium Tan Sand. As you can see, it's pretty dark. I have determined that I do not like this dropper packaging at all. I want to say this is 2 years old at this point, because I bought this in one of my first, in my first Sephora haul, and that was a few years ago. And it just, I don't like wearing foundation. I've discovered that. I tried this thinking it'd be great, like light coverage, just to kind of even everything out, and no. I'm the wrong person to ask and to like say like don't go buy a foundation, because I'm just straight up not a foundation person. So I didn't like the way this looked on my skin, but that's coming from someone who doesn't like foundation. So keep that in mind. I won't be repurchasing it. I'm kind of annoyed that I didn't get to finish it, but I tried. But it was honestly the wrong shade, and I didn't even get this dark last summer, even though I wish, but I didn't spend enough time in the sun. So yeah, gonna throw this out. No more foundations in my collection, which is, I think, weird to say from someone who likes makeup. I mean, let me know down below. Are you a foundation person? Like, are you a foundation stan? Or are you like me, where you just want to spot conceal and then just add the pretty stuff and fun stuff of like color and things like that? Let me know down below. Next expired product, which is something that I did not use a whole lot, so it does not surprise me that this expired before I used it up, it is the Duo Strip Lash Adhesive. Now I usually wear lashes if I'm doing a shoot, but even then I have been blessed with really good lashes, so I can just load up on the mascara and be good to go. I actually don't plan on wearing lashes on my wedding day, but my makeup artist is trying to convince me otherwise, but we'll see. It doesn't surprise me that this expired before I even used it up. I'm thinking about trying the liner like glue and seeing how that works for me, because I was okay at doing these, but I wasn't the best. So I'm thinking I want to go and try that to see if maybe I would wear lashes more if I did that. I don't know, we'll see. I may get one and try it in like the next testing video. However, I did enjoy using this. When I did use it, it did a really decent job. However, I'm just bad at putting on lashes, so there's that too, but I would recommend it if you are someone who wears lashes all the time and actually are a little bit better at wearing lashes. I think this is easier than the liner glue. So yeah, if you're more of an expert, I really enjoyed using this. It's white and it starts white and then ends clear, which is great and what I definitely needed. So I'd recommend it. I would repurchase it, but I want to try the liner glue first. Next makeup product. This is a CoverGirl lipstick in the shade Verb 370. This is just, this is like early 2000s, like purple. Hold on, you can see, it's like a purpley pink and it's shimmery. Like, whoo, yeah, definitely in for the 2000s. Not a color I wear, and as on the lipstick you can kind of see it's like, it's really grubby, it's gross. Like, I probably shouldn't be putting this on my hand, but it's really pretty color and it's trending right now, like the early 2000s kind of a feel. However, not for me and not what my makeup preferences are, and it's really creamy, but you know, I just didn't reach for it, and it's just not expired, and no one should be putting on lipstick that is really, really old. I'm not even going to tell you how old. Use your imagination, obviously based off color and my age. Not going to be repurchasing. I have other lipsticks that I enjoy way more. And the last expired product, as well as expired makeup product, is this Morphe eyeshadow palette. And this is in the Bronze Babe. It's one of those like 9-pan palettes, and it's super bronzy, super warm toned. You would think I would reach for it. Nope. I got this years and years and years ago, and they're not even, they don't even blend right. They're not doing well at all. Shimmery shade, this gold shimmery shade, super chalky, super powdery, and then this like dark brown. It just, I don't know. I have learned that, honestly, I'm just not a Morphe girl, and it's nothing against them, but a lot of their products I just don't love or reach for, so I ended up getting rid of them. And this palette is so old. Like, I think this is 5 or 6 years old, so it's just time to go, and I don't see myself purchasing anything from Morphe. Just I don't know, there's nothing that has like pulled me in of like saying I want to buy that. You know, that's where I'm at. So that was all the expired products. So we're gonna go into the empties, and I'm gonna just continue on with the makeup train. And I'm gonna start with the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, and it is the mini version. I believe you can get these at Target. This thing is empty, as you can see. Like, there is nothing left on it. This is the first bronzer I have panned. And this took me a long time, and I am now pretty heavy-handed with my bronzers, and this took me a while to pan. And that's another reason why I love minis. One, because they're cheaper, and two, you still get a decent amount of product, and you still get a lot of use out of it. So I really enjoyed this. However, I debated getting the full size, but that is, like, Physicians Formula is pretty expensive for the drugstore, and I don't know, it just, to me, it's like I enjoy doing the mini. Maybe I'll get the mini again for like travel purposes, but I want to focus on working on that Makeup Revolution bronzer, which is actually the only powder bronzer I have in my collection. So I think I just want to focus on doing that before I repurchase this. But I did enjoy it, and I thought it was a great tone for me. And I know they are kind of criticized with their shade ranges, which it's 2022. Fix the shade range, like, seriously. But anyways, so I really enjoyed this. I definitely think if I repurchase it, it will be the mini. And yeah, so first bronzer pan is now in the trash. So it looks like actually I have 2 of this mascara. I mean, that kind of says something, huh? This is the Maybelline Sky High Mascara in the waterproof. So I know I pretty much purchase all of my mascaras as waterproof. So just side note there. This is my absolutely favorite go-to mascara at the drugstore. The other one is the ColourPop BFF mascara, and I'll have that one in the shade Brownie Points typically. Those are my 2 top mascaras. For high end, I do like the Ilia Limitless one. I just haven't purchased that one in a while because I've been obviously loving these drugstore ones. Luckily, I've been blessed with really good lashes, and as I was saying earlier, and I love the way this mascara makes my lashes look. They give them a little bit of lift, a little bit of volume and length, and they just make them beautiful. So I have already repurchased this. So this is gonna be a mascara that will always be in my collection. And I know it's hyped up a lot, but to me, it's hyped up for good reason. Those are the two mascaras. Going on to the next one, this is the NYX Micro Brow Pencil in the shade Chocolate. This is a goner. This is the first eyebrow pencil I've actually I've finished up completely. And this one, let's see if I can get some sort of swatch. Oh yeah. This was a really good, I don't know if you can see it. It's like that one little line. This is a great pencil. Now I'm working on panning something else, but I do plan on repurchasing this. However, in a different shade. Now this shade Chocolate worked great when I had red hair, but as I'm pretty much growing out that red hair and going more back to my natural, it doesn't work as well. I'm gonna need to find a different shade, but I love this pencil. Absolutely recommend. It does well of filling in the brows, giving the strokes, and it's so easy. And on top of it, it's not expensive. So I absolutely love it, and I do plan on repurchasing it once I finish that stupid winky looks. Going into the next product, it is the Beauty Crop Glow Milk, which is an illuminating milk for face and body. This is pretty much done. Again, dropper packaging. Why did I keep buying stuff with dropper packaging? I do not like this packaging. It's annoying. However, the product inside was really great. In the summer, it was really good as like a highlight or body highlight that I would put on my collarbone. And on top of it, what I would do is I would take this and mix a little bit in my moisturizer, and it gave my face such a nice glow. And it added not gonna lie, it added some color to my face, and I just loved how it looked. However, I don't plan on repurchasing this. One, because there's glitter in it. there is. It gives a glow. However, there is some glitter in it. It's not like rubbing body glitter onto me, but at some point I couldn't tone down the glitter, so it just literally looked like I just dunked my face in glitter, and I don't want that. I did like it when I would put this on with my moisturizer, and then I would go in like ham with the Bare Minerals Original Foundation, the powder foundation, and that toned it down enough for it to glow. It was just, to me it was like kind of finicky when I started to lose my tan, and I was like, okay, well, what can I use with it? It's too dark for obviously my actually this is the shade called Blind Date. I just noticed that. I could honestly only see myself using it up by just mixing in moisturizer. And to me, it was an extra step that I could avoid, because my moisturizer that I use actually gives a decent glow, and my skin's been pretty good of toning down hyperpigmentation. My skin's been pretty good about toning down hyperpigmentation and all of that, so I didn't really need a whole lot of evening out personally. So I don't know, it just, to me, I hate the packaging, that's one thing, but I don't foresee myself repurchasing. If I repurchase it, I don't see myself using it up or really reaching for it. The other thing too is I'm using the Halo Glow setting powder, and that gives me that glow effect while setting my makeup. Instead, like this, I would still need to set my makeup, and so I don't love it enough, and I didn't love it enough when I used it in order to continue or to repurchase it. That's the other thing. In order for me to mix that, I use my hands and then I rub it all together, and then I had glitter and stuff on my hands, which we all know glitter gets everywhere. So that's a really long way of saying that I enjoyed it, however, I'm not going to repurchase it. Okay, so my last makeup product is setting spray. And these two are my holy grails. This one is the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Setting Mist. As you can see, it is completely used up. I love using this as a refresher. When I feel like my skin's a little dry, I'll use it as my setting mist. Or if I don't see myself wearing my makeup for like 10 plus hours, then I like going in with this, and I love how it makes my skin glow and look, and it feels so healthy. So I've already repurchased this, and I will plan on continuing to repurchase this. It's ColourPop, so it's like, what, $7? It's ColourPop, so it's like $7, which is obviously not breaking the bank, and yeah, so love this stuff. The other favorite setting spray that I've also repurchased is the Milani Make It Last Natural Finish Setting Spray. This is the smaller version. I need to find the bigger one. I think it's at Walmart. I have to double check, but I think it's at Walmart where it's like really, really big. I should just honestly spring for that one. I love this stuff. It's claims 16-hour wear. Love it enough to throw it. It claims it's 16-hour wear, and you can prime, correct, and set. I agree with all of those claims. I haven't used it to prime my face because I just like using moisturizer and then the Poreless Putty Primer to kind of correct any pore issues. So I've only used it for setting, and like today I set it with this makeup, and I've been wearing this makeup since, what is it? It is 7 o'clock, and it was on for, I got it on at like 12 o'clock, so that's 6 hours, and it still looks pretty good. And I've been outside in the sweat and the wind and sweating in the wind and the sun and all that, and it's held up pretty good. So I absolutely love this stuff. This is what I use if I need my makeup to last all day. I plan on bringing it for my wedding day just in case I need to refresh. Actually, I plan on bringing both just in case I need to refresh or reset, you know, all of that. This is definitely a favorite by many, many people for a good reason, and highly recommend if you are interested in trying to find a decent setting spray. It is at the drugstore / won't break the bank. I cannot talk, I'm tired, guys. Okay, let's switch gears into more lifestyle kind of products. So the first couple are actually going to be candles. This is the Aqua de Soy Fireside Natural Soy Candle. I got this at Tuesday morning, and I got it for Christmas, obviously, with the plaid. Oh, yeah, and this is like all completely used up. This burned through so fast, and I got it for like $7, I think, at Tuesday morning. This burned so fast, and it was great as my bathroom candle, and the scent was so nice. It definitely smelled like fireside, like Christmas, all that. If I could find it again, I would definitely repurchase. Again, also, I will try to link as much as I can down below. Some of it might be a little hard to link, but check the description if you are interested in any of these products. Anyways, back to the candle. This was such a nice candle, and for its size, for it only being like $7, and it was great for the bathroom, and I really enjoyed it. I'll try to find it maybe for next year for winter again. Really, really liked it. And the last candle is this Copper and Basil Fire Roasted S'mores candle. This is a lot bigger. This is the 3-wick one. The wicks are completely done, and I'm like unable to burn the rest. Oh my gosh, this smells so good. It's marshmallowy. It straight up smells like a bonfire. Straight up smells like a bonfire and you're making s'mores. Like, it's so good. That's probably why we burned it through it so quickly. This was also a Tuesday morning find. As you can see, it's pretty big, and we burned through it so quickly because every time we came home we just wanted to smell this scent, and it just feels like Christmas and camping and just trying to be cozy by the fire. So I'm hoping I can maybe find it again for next year, but we'll see. But those are the 2 candles that I burned through the winter season and the holiday season. So the other thing too is that I added to my candle collection over the holidays, but I'm also burning through, like you can see here, I have a candle going right now. This is a Nautica candle, and it's got notes of silver, cedarwood, warm spices, and peppercorn. It smells really good. This is another Tuesday morning find. So I've been going through my candles, so I think in the next empties you'll definitely see more candles as well. Going on to other stuff, other lifestyle stuff, I have some supplements that I have been using. For the record, I am not trying to get pregnant. Just gonna say that there. I would like to be married first before that happens, and I'm not quite there yet. So I have been using these 2 prenatal vitamins that I both got on Target. And this one's the Nature's Bounty Essential Prenatal Gummies, and this one is like the Target version prenatal gummies. Apparently they compare it to Vitafusion, and I was using those specifically for my hair and nails. I have heard that taking prenatals helps with trying to get your hair stronger and longer, and so I decided to test those out and see what happens, and they have actually worked. My hair has grown a lot, and it's grown very healthily. Granted, I am using a lot of heat on it, but always use the heat protectant. I feel like they have definitely helped with my hair and my nails specifically. So I have repurchased this one, and I'm currently using another bottle of this up. I recommend both. If for that specific reason. I can't tell you, by the way, I'm not a doctor. You know, check with your doctor before trying any new supplements or anything like that. Just want to throw that out there. I'm just telling you my own experience. And based off of what I was trying to do, which is strengthen my hair and get my hair and nails better, I would recommend them. However, again, talk to your doctor before you add stuff like that. For me personally, I always incorporate a multivitamin with a lot of like my health issues. If you are new, I do have Crohn's disease, and so a lot of stuff. So multivitamins are recommended, as well as I'm including collagen in my coffee, and there's other things that I'm doing to help with that. And multivitamin is definitely one that I take religiously. However, I switched over to the prenatals instead of my multivitamin, and that seems to be still doing fine with my body, and so that's my personal experience. Other vitamin I have in my empties is the Vitafusion Gorgeous Hair, Skin, and Nails Multivitamin Plus Biotin and Antioxidants. This was what I tested first before I moved over to prenatals. I didn't see a whole lot of change on this, and I'm still kind of researching different hair vitamins as well as multivitamins, and so this is what I'm kind of testing them out and seeing what happens. I thought this was okay, but with the prenatals, I saw more of a difference than with these. So I'm not 100% sure I would repurchase these. However, I might change my mind in the future. We'll see. So those are all my lifestyle multivitamin kind of stuff. So let's move on to hair care. Okay, so moving on to the next category, let's do some hair care. Now the first product is the Living Proof Perfect Hair Day Dry Shampoo. I absolutely love this stuff. I hate that it's so expensive, and oh man, this is probably the best dry shampoo I've ever used, to be honest. And I loved that every time I used it, it felt like I had freshly washed hair, even though it seems a little dramatic, but it gave my hair, it cleaned up the oils. However, it gave my hair a little bit of grit, a little bit of texture, which is what I personally like to try to do every day. And for reference, my hair is very thin and very fine, but however, I do have a lot of it. And this it cleaned my hair, and it gave my, my scalp area like a little bit of volume and a little bit of lift. And it gave my hair some texture to it. And then so that's when I add dry shampoo to like freshly washed hair, I usually get a little bit more texture. But I absolutely love this stuff, and I hate that it's so expensive. But at the day I'm filming this, the VIB sale starts, I believe, tomorrow. So I think I'm going to add this to my cart when I go to place my Sephora order. I really love this stuff. Right now I'm using a different dry shampoo. I think it's the Not Your Mother's dry shampoo. I just saw it and I was in the need of dry shampoo, so I'm just kind of testing it out. But this is my #1 dry shampoo out of all the ones that I have tested, and I absolutely love this. So I will repurchase it sometime soon. The next hair care product is one that I've had over 2 years, and the fact that I finally used it up is great. However, I think I used it up early winter, so this has been in my bin a while. This is the Divine's oil, and I use this as like a heat protectant. I use it as like a finishing oil to kind of tame the frizz. I absolutely love this stuff. And I got it from a hairdresser back in California. It is so awesome. They call it like absolute beautifying potion. I 100% agree with that. However, I don't put it like up here on my scalp. I mostly focus it here to add some shine and tame the frizz. And it was a heat protectant on top of it. It was like an all-in-one thing, and I absolutely love this stuff. Too bad it's kind of in a tiny bottle. I do plan on repurchasing this, and I think they sell this at Sephora, but I'm just gonna get through my friend. So I'll have to double check on that. I think it's through Sephora. Anyways, it'll be linked down below, but I absolutely love this stuff. Right now I'm testing a different hair oil, and I'm not loving it as much as this. Like, I feel like I'm missing this. So I do plan on repurchasing it soon, but definitely recommend. The last hair product is a sample of a hydrating mask. This is the OGX Extra Strength Hydrate and Repair Argan Oil of Morocco Hydrate Mask. And it's one of these like samples you can get at like Ulta or Target. I loved this stuff. I thought it did a great job. It claims to help repair even though most severely dry, damaged strands, drenching them with hydration and helping to strengthen from within. Discover soft, seductive silk tresses. I definitely agree. I think this mask did a really good job with my hair, especially this lower portion, which is mostly dyed hair. And yeah, my hair loves oils and masks and stuff like that. So I use this every other wash, and it honestly, you don't need to buy the full bottle. Like, this took me like 3 months to go through, to be honest, and it did really good for my hair, and I think it helped a lot with the hydration aspect of it. So I have a ton of hair masks right now that I need to work through and actually see if any are expired. After I've gone through those, I do plan on repurchasing it, and probably in this form, not the full size, because this was enough for me. Moving on to body care, the first one is this Native deodorant in the fragrance Coconut and Vanilla. I love Native deodorant. That's the only deodorant I use. I've actually repurchased this. This is my second one? Yeah, that's my second one. I'm working on my third. And I love this stuff. I highly recommend this deodorant. And I'm someone who is very, very active. I play a lot of sports, and I'm out in the sun all the time, especially with the summer coming around. And, you know, in the winter, I bundle up a ton. So like inside when the heater's going, I'm definitely still sweating. And this does a great job of making sure I don't want to be gross, but I don't like soak up my shirts or, you know, stain them or anything like that. So I love this stuff. It's paraben and aluminum free, and I'm trying to find more natural products in like this form. I will admit, I was 100% influenced of starting to use this, and I see why, and I see the hype, and I get it. So, you know, take it from me, who admits that she was influenced. This is good stuff. And also take the fact that I am someone who's active and in sports and in dirt and all that stuff, and this does a great job of making sure I stay dry and smelling okay. However, I did not like this fragrance, so I have switched to a different fragrance that I'm seeming to enjoy more. I think it's sea salt and cedar or something like that. Something to that effect. I've also used the eucalyptus one, which I really, really like, but I'm a coconut person, and I didn't like this, but recommend the deodorant itself, just not this particular fragrance. Okay, moving on to toothpaste. This is the Colgate Optic White Removal, and it claims to remove 10 years of yellow stains. So you can see I used every last drop of this, and I really, really like this toothpaste. I definitely recommend. I notice a difference in my teeth after using this up consistently, and I've noticed a difference in my sensitivity. There's 3% hydrogen peroxide in there if you're interested in that. I use a mechanical toothbrush, so for more reference, but my teeth definitely got whiter since I've used this, as well as, sorry, the sun is like doing weird things, as well as I'm getting compliments from like my dental appointments. They're like saying like 10 out of 10 on hygiene, your teeth look so white, your enamel looks great. So I do plan on repurchasing this. However, when my fiance moved in with me. Apparently he had like a bunch of backup of toothpaste, so we're trying to work through those. But once those are done, this is coming back into my routine for sure. This next one is a body wash, and I believe I've talked about this before in an Empties. However, I do have an update. This is the Love, Beauty, and Planet body wash in the argan oil and lavender. So I've used 3 different bottles of these. I'm working on a 4th because I had a backup. I can't use this anymore because I am figuring out that it is actually drying my skin out and at least making my body skin like more dry. Now typically I go pretty dry in the fall and winter, but not that dry. And this past winter I realized, I'm like, whoa, what is making my skin so dry? I changed my lotion and it still felt dry, and I think it's this. So I don't plan on repurchasing it, which is really sad because I know what this company stands for. Like, they're 92% nature derived. They recycle everything, and it makes me sad, and they make a difference, but unfortunately it's not going to work for me just because of how dry my skin got. So I'm definitely going to use up that other bottle and move on to something else. So I will not be repurchasing this. Okay, so the next one is the Shea Moisture Coconut and Hibiscus Illuminating Hand and Body Scrub with Vitamin E. This stuff is amazing. Oh man, I used every single drop of it. So this was during the time that I was feeling like my body being super dry, and I was like, okay, maybe I need to start exfoliating more. So that's why I got this. And it has coconut oil, hibiscus, and vitamin E. And it's a very, very granule scrub, so it's definitely rough, and it scrubs you. It scrubs you clean, and oh my gosh, and it smells so good. Oh, and it did an absolutely phenomenal job of exfoliating my body and helping out that dryness. Like, I was trying everything at this point, including this next product that I'll talk about here in a second. It was, I do plan on repurchasing this and maybe a different fragrance just to kind of play and see. The other one I'm interested in trying is Tree Hut, so I do plan on repurchasing this at some point, but we'll see if when I go to shop for this, once I'm used up the other scrub I'm using currently. I do plan on repurchasing this or trying the Tree Hut one. It's going to be one or the other, but I highly recommend, especially if you have really, really dry skin. Like, love this stuff. And the last body product is this Palmer's Coconut Butter Formula with Vitamin E Moisturizing Body Oil. Instantly relieves dry skin, 24-hour moisture, light scented. And I would put this on like after I did like my scrub, and then like right before I got out of the shower, like dried off, and like put this on to help with the dryness. Like, that's how bad it was getting. And I really, really liked this oil. I did not like how it was packaged. It was kind of a mess. I had to like pour it in, and it was just getting everywhere, and that part I didn't like. However, I am a fan of Palmer's coconut butter, like this particular company. It did a good job, but I want to try another one to see if it's better, and also in different packaging to see if I prefer that more. However, if I just end up testing a few and then not liking it, I do think I would repurchase it. Maybe put it in a different packaging, maybe, I don't know. This was actually the first body oil I tried. That's just to give you a reference on, a reference point of my review. And I really liked it. It definitely helped with like my lower legs for sure, because that's where it was the most dry. So yeah. So I'm gonna test a few others out before I repurchase this. So obviously I'll check back with you if I end up repurchasing this or not. It smells great if you really like coconut too, by the way. This next one is the mini travel version of the Bioderma Laboratoire Dermatologique Sensible H2O Makeup Removing Micelle Solution. This cleans and soothes for sensitive skin, face, and eyes. I really, really, really like this stuff, and I love the size. Great for travel. Well, it's 8.4 fluid ounces, so maybe not great for travel, just kidding. I think it did a good job of removing my makeup. However, I'm trying to see if I can just use the makeup eraser cloths that I got for Christmas and see if that works better for me, or if I need to come back and add this. However, I think it did a decent job of removing my makeup. Keep in mind though, I'm not wearing, comparatively, I'm not wearing a whole lot of makeup. When I have like a full beat like this, I definitely do have to go in with this as well as a facial wash. Always double cleanse, that's just what I do. It did a good job. I definitely like the size of the bottle, easy to store, and it actually lasted a decent amount, to be fair. You also have to keep in mind though, I shower at night, so typically I do my double cleanse in the shower. So I use this when like I was needing to take my makeup off in the middle of the day or early in the evening because I had a game, or you know, so many, just for other reasons. And that is why the minis would be better for me personally. So I can use that for that, or I can stick a Q-tip in there and correct like an eyeliner or something. The sun is not having it with me. So I do see myself repurchasing it, just honestly not right now. And the other micellar water I do like is a simple one, and that actually I believe is cheaper, as well it has a bigger bottle. So I'm a little indecisive, but it did a good job. It did what it needed to do, and it did not irritate my skin whatsoever. It got the makeup off. So you can't complain. There's no complaints here at all with this one. Whew, man, that was a lot. So if you are still here, bless you. And two, leave a comment down below with the emoji of sunflower. I like to go with my little romper that I got from Uptown Cheapsake. I think I already said that. Anyways, so that was all of my empties and expired products that I have gone through in the past, I want to say about 6 months. You know, let me know down below what product you're interested in, as well as what products are always continually into your empties, like my Neutrogena moisturizer. I'm really curious, and maybe I'll go ahead and test one of those out. I personally like empties videos because you can really test a product and really see if that product is something you love and would want to use again when you use it up, because sometimes products, you get the full potential of the product if you do use it up. Like, I feel like that's definitely big in skincare, and maybe not so much in makeup, but definitely in skincare. And I just, to me, I think it's a more well-rounded review of a product. So I love watching them, and like this video if you do love empties as much as I do, and like have the same thought process of when you are testing products. Yeah, so I personally love them. They're one of my favorite videos to both film and to watch. Thank you so much for watching. Hit the like button if you did enjoy this video, and subscribe for new videos every single week. It is finally springtime, and I'm like feeling it with all the vibes, and my tulips are blooming, which if you have not seen them, check my Instagram out. It's at From Him to Sim. I'll leave it like right here and down in the description. Oh my gosh, it's I just love the warmer weather. I'm so excited for what's to come and all of that. So subscribe for new videos every single week. We got vlogs and all kinds of stuff going on with like the wedding, but I do plan on, you know, still test some makeup and body products and all of that. And I do think I want to do a favorites video soon. I am blabbering on. Oh my gosh. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.